Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Space Engineers. In Space Engineers, No One Can Hear You stream. We're doing Escape from Mars again. I normally do these on Thursdays, but I wanted to play the game, and I figured might as well jump on here since I wanted to play the scenario too. So that's what I'm doing. I am Jim, aka Cetromula Beta, and we're playing, like I said, Space Engineers Escape from Mars. I just loaded the game up a few minutes ago, and I hopped in the old buggy, because for some reason you can't pause in this scenario. I don't know if it's something to do with the scenario or I just have something set up wrong, but I couldn't pause. So in order to make sure I didn't run out of oxygen or power, I just hopped in over here. So that's all I've done is just get in the damn thing. So we're hopping back out. I don't have my, unfortunately, I lost my gun, a couple other things to the gods of Clang, the great god Clang, and the unfortunate events of when I died being killed by a drone. I'm not that concerned about getting it back. I thought about it, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to... I think this area is reasonably safe. I know there's an air base over that way, but it doesn't... I don't think anything is going to come this way. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start scrapping stuff out. Oh yeah, okay, so there's some good stuff in there. I'm going to start scrapping stuff out, and I'm just going to set up a base here. I think this is reasonably defensible. I can put some turrets up and give myself a little protection, and there's lots of resources around here. So my first thing to do is actually, my plan for the day is to build a couple of flyers. The first thing's probably going to be I'm going to need a fighter, and also like maybe need a fighter and like a transport of some kind, because honestly, like, just the time it takes to fly versus the time it takes to drive anywhere is really makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna do that. I think build a little fighter first, and then build a transport so I can get somewhere, you know, or I can basically so I can move ice back and forth, because that's the only thing I really need to survive right now is ice and power. But I'm also going to build solar panels. We'll take care of all that. I've got uranium and some stuff like that, so that's going to work. The other thing I got to do is set my to-do. I am going to... I don't need to build a beacon anymore or harvest ice. So what I need to do is build some flyers. Build a fighter. Build a transport. I know you can't see this because I'm typing it in. It'll switch over in a second. Build a base with solar. Because that's the thing I actually really want to do is take care of my power needs. I can build a base with solar panels and use that solar script that aligns the solar panels. That is really super helpful. If I can get this thing to work in my favor here. Alright, so we'll switch this over. For some reason the overlay got out of whack, but whatever. We're going to keep going. So that's my task for this one. This is going to be a shorter session. I'm probably going to do about an hour and a half. But I think I can get a lot done here. So these buildings are just... You know, I'm going to set up over here where my thing is parked, so my buggy is parked. So really all I need to do is start getting into these. Let's see, I need motors, displays, and computers. I got motors here. I'm going to start just breaking everything I can down and hauling it over there. And then I'm going to break down that flyer that I found over on the other side as well. Just because it's not really suited to my purposes, and I think I can... yeah, I got computers in here. Awesome. It's not suited to my purposes, but I am going to use that... what do I need? Just a display? Really? Okay. I am going to use it for like the platform that it's on to build a new fighter, or build stuff on, because it's a perfect place to build... or perfect platform to build on, because it's raised up. And one of the things I want is, I think, given that I'm going to be flying close to the ground, I think I've kind of figured out with anything when you're involving atmospheric fighters and stuff like that, that the best thing to have is a turret on the bottom of it, That way you can attack ground vehicles basically without doing weird, like having to point the nose down and things like that, and making it harder to fly. So let's get all this crap broken down. I'm not going to break down the... Wow. Oh yeah, I got the low level... you know what? I'm going to grab the better grinder out of here because there's a better grinder, and it can be all mine. Better grinder and welder. Drop this guy off in here. It's one of those things where it's like you can easily, just not having balance in these flying crafts, especially since there's no aerodynamics. Everything is very hard to. You've got to keep everything upright, you know, relatively flat. Otherwise, it's going to start drifting all over the place. That's not. You can do that a little bit. And I've flown helicopter type things before, and they work pretty well. But you know, you've got to be a little bit more careful. And just being able to hover and use the turret on things below is really helpful too. Like I really find that a good thing. All right, yeah, so I'm leaving the steel behind. I got plenty of steel, but there's other stuff inside here that we can get. I don't think there's anything really necessary on here. But get the sensor and drill in. We want to get these motors. Oop. We want to get the motors out of the thrusters, especially, that because motors are they're somewhat... Ooh, what just blew up? I don't know. This damn thing is just rigged to blow, I think. Motors are somewhat more resource intensive than some of the other options, so we'll get everything we can. I don't want to leave that. Also being really careful. I gotta watch my oxygen really close, because oxygen and hydrogen and all that stuff, because I don't have tanks anymore, because they got blown up with me, and that kind of sucks. That's really the thing that I'm gonna miss out of this whole ordeal is losing the damn oxygen and hydrogen tanks, because those are really valuable. Let's get a gyroscope off there. I'm really not being very careful about where I'm grinding because I don't care. It doesn't really matter where I go. Can I get this? No. All right. Drill it out. No, there's no drills in there. I don't really care about this building at all, so I'm not going to save it so it doesn't... Oh. Alright. Throw everything over here. Oh, hey, Brother Todd. How you doing? Yeah, so we'll just... It doesn't matter. This will also be a good source of steel plate, probably, at some point, if I need that. This and the other building. So that's... And there's also going to be tons of motors over in that, this other building over here, because there's just big thrusters, big atmospheric thrusters, which are full of, I think the large atmospheric thruster is like 1,600 motors, which is a ton, and especially important right now. So let's fly up here real quick, chop this stuff down. Okay, and I'm going to land. I'm going to go over here, and I might have some tanks in back here. I didn't think to check. I may have actually brought some along. I did not. Oh, there's a hydrogen bottle in the oxygen generator. Okay, well that's cool. Yeah, unknown signal. We're ignoring those. Unless one comes right across us. They're not actually. I'm not using anything I get from them. You don't actually get anything in the game. It just gives you like what do you call it? Not atmospheric. Just appearance adjustments. Vanity things. So let's get that hydrogen bottle. That's going to be more important. The oxygen doesn't take a long time to, or takes a long time to go through, but the hydrogen can really blow through fast. So I'm just going to refill my hydrogen and recharge. While I'm doing that, I'm going to crack open my beer. I got myself a 24-ounce Miller Genuine Draft because, space engineers, they're working men and women, and Miller Genuine Draft is a workingman's beer. Also, this is what it was in my fridge, so keep my throat hydrated to do that. All right, we're all set. We're charged up. So I'm going to hit the next building here. I already cleared these buildings, so I know there's nothing going to kill me. There's this flyer here. Ooh, a little bit of lag. There's this flyer in here, which almost is attractive on its own, because it's already got turrets on it, and it's got batteries and some other stuff, but it's actually I think it's a little big for what I need. The important thing is honestly just going to be maneuverability with the fighter, getting in and out quick, probably hit and run tactics. And then with the carrier, it's excessive for any sort of transport. So we're just going to, you know, we're going to break it down too. And then the only thing I might do as a concession to make it easier to move stuff around is build some pipes across these buildings and use those to, you know, hook up to the cargo containers and stuff like that. I don't know if that's going to do or not. It might make things easier so I don't have to carry stuff back and forth. Or I might just park my buggy close, pick up this. I think there were some loose plates over here as well. Yeah, see, this is where my body went. Somewhere along here, it just fell through the ground. Which, you know, it's all to do with voxels when a actual person creates the voxels instead of its procedurally generated landmass, stuff like that, but done by the computer. So that sucks, but whatever. The other thing is we got plenty of solar panels here, so that's a small solar panel, but we've got plenty of large solar panels. Ooh, plenty of ammo too. So we can use those to build our solar array. I think ideally you want, yeah, see, it's nighttime now, so that's not going to help me, but ideally you want probably, I think the number's like 16 panels to run a base with a refinery and all that stuff. We don't have a refinery, so it's really just going to be recharging batteries and running an assembler and a medical station and things like that, which that's one of the other things I'm going to build, is build a medical station. I don't know. So there's a medical station like that we passed on the way. I think that might actually be, it might be worth going back there and breaking that down, getting those resources and then bringing them back here. That would give me... Oh, this is the battery. All right. Unfortunately, I can't recover any power cells from that, but at least I can get some of the other stuff. But having a medical station here, in case I goof up and die, would be preferable than having to, if I mess up, having to go all the way back to the medical station we found on the way, the Mars Research Company or whatever it was. Grind all this nonsense down. All right. Yeah, so this is gonna get chopped up too, but that's probably gonna save that for last. Because you know, I may decide to just call an audible and go ahead and use that. I don't think I will, but we'll give it a shot. And the other thing I want to do is go over, and I bet it's right behind here. Nope, no, still easy to get into. I want to grind this down. I don't even necessarily want to take it. I just don't. I'm tired of seeing that red marker on my screen, making me think there's something close when there isn't. All right, get rid of all this stuff.
Through Data Mining Corporation transport vectors, I have determined there is an illegal weapons research facility hidden at this location. Uploading to Suit HUD.
Okay. Secret weapon research facility. Well, that's probably something we want to check out. I think the first thing we want to do is have a flyer, though, still. So, I'm definitely interested. No, there's nothing in there. Okay. It's nice of them to put all this stuff out here. So, like I said, this is a perfect little platform. I'm not going to mess with trying to get it to weld up with this thing or this stuff. I'm just going to take those welders off. But the platform itself that this is up on here, just having a raised platform, is really nice. So we'll, yeah, we'll get through some of this stuff. Get that off of here. Oop. Light. Get that gone. Get that light gone. There's motors in here. Oh, control panel. Okay. Yeah, so I might actually build that into a little platform. I don't know. Or clear that out into the platform, but we definitely don't need a... don't need that much. And I cut into the floor. Alright, well... I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. I can... You know what I can do is grind this down. And then... repair these doors. repair, but hack these doors. And I'm gonna bet this does the doors. Yes, awesome. Okay. We'll leave those open for now, because I don't actually need them closed. That'll keep us safe. Oh. I wonder if there's what I can do with these hydrogen or oxygen tanks. You know what I can do is probably build blocks. Oh, I need steel plate. Well, I'm done. Let's get the steel plate and then build a block across there and see if I can power those up. I might be able to use them to refill my oxygen tanks and things like that. I don't have an oxygen tank yet, but I will be building those soon. Now that I've scrapped out quite a bit of motors and other items, let's see. Yeah, there we go. And that does have some oxygen in it. That one does too, and so does that one. Awesome. Yeah, that's the thing. You like. From what I've been able to see, most of the stuff was built on a grid, and then you just like remove the blocks, so everything's like lined up real nice. But also means you can build the blocks across and access power to them. Oh. Okay, well I know it's safe in there now, so guess I don't really need the door. Yeah, so let's get all these doors out of here, as a matter of fact. You know what? I'm gonna leave the flight simulator. That's kind of fun. I like this little thing over here. That's neat. So we'll leave that. It's not hurting anybody. I don't need any of this stuff out of it yet, so I might as well keep going. Yeah. So let's see. There are how many motors? 113 motors on here. Oh, that one's not actually working. Okay. So but still 80 motors. Yeah, it's got 1,136 motors. So it's not 1,600. It's 1,136. It's still a lot of motors. Let's see if I can get that. Yep. Well, I didn't want to do that, but all right. Let's get back over here. Drop that stuff off, and I'll pick it up. Get rid of that guy. Oh, no, I don't want that. That's not my inventory. That's the containers inventory. So let's get this out of here. Like I said, motors are the most valuable thing. Steel is easy to come by, and anything like construction components, things like that, those all use steel, so they're easy to get. Interior plates, construction components, stuff like that. So let's get the motors off of this guy. Yep, and that blew up on me too. Not blew up, just fell apart. Alright, so let's drop this stuff. And now I've definitely got enough stuff to build my fighter and build my power. Although I'm actually even questioning whether I want to build power and not just do reactors, because honestly, like, I need to build some batteries just for peak energy use on the flyer, because they just take too much. So that was neat that they had this thing here, but I don't really need it. And it's much more valuable to have this. Oop. Okay, I really didn't know that was that full. Fly around here. Bounce off the walls. I'm waiting for the time when I screw up and then die just because I smash into a wall flying too fast. I do that all the time in this game. That's actually probably my leading cause of death when I'm not playing things where there's an active, like, drones trying to kill me and stuff like that, is just me flying into stuff with my jetpack. Not even with ships, just with the jetpack, because I forget how fast I'm going. I don't really pay attention how fast I'm going, and then I get there, I'm like, oh crap, and I just smash into walls. Because I'm a smart space engineer. All right, let's get you ground down. Motors in you. All right. Oh yeah, there's that programmable block or timer block. Excuse me. That will be useful. I keep going back and forth on whether I actually want to build a real base here or just kind of use it as a staging area. This building does have this building has a battery, I think, because this other one did under the stairs, and I have a feeling that there's a battery under the door here as well. Let's check that out. Nope. Okay. Control has have gone nuts. Yep, there's a battery there. Okay, that means, and it's set the right way, which is to like the automatic, which means I can, yeah, I can use that to charge up, or I can use solar panels to charge that up. Yeah, there's 2 panels up here, 2 panels, and a panel and a half over there. All right, well, I can at least get, like 6 on an arm. I think that's reasonable. So let's do this. I'll fill that in, and then I will grind these down. Except I'm almost full of stuff. Just go back down and unload it. I will need some steel blocks or steel plate, and I'll need motors too. But just to set up the outline of this. Well, first of all, I'm going to connect these buildings. I don't know if they're actually connected or not, underground or something like that. But if they're not, this will get power between the two. And so, yeah, see, that was definitely not powered. So, get this across. Oh, right, because they ground that battery down. That's why. So, there's 2 batteries at least on this thing, and then there's a some solar panels. So, get these panels off of here. Get these panels off of here. Actually, I'm going to leave those panels while I do this other side. That way, if the sun does come up while I'm in the middle of doing this, at least I've got some... I still got some power coming in. Okay, so first thing we need to do... I forget how many blocks up this needs to be. It's not that many. 3, 4, 5, we'll say 6. And then we need a rotor on... You know what? I'm going to refill my hydrogen before I get... Hydrogen and oxygen before I do something stupid like fall off this building. I think I'm growing as a person. I've learned when to stop. All right. It's not great beer, but there's a lot of it. Hopefully I'll be funny by the time I'm done drinking that. Oh yeah, gotta put the hydrogen bottle in here. There we go. Oxygen generator, give me back. Alright, now I got plenty of hydrogen to keep working up here. So, go to the next tab. I don't have any rotors on here, so what I need are... should not be flying while I'm doing this, but, you know, let's live dangerously, right? We got plenty of ice. We don't need an advanced rotor, we just need a... Oh, yeah, that's on the same thing as a regular rotor. Okay, so we need a rotor here, and then... Yeah, then we need 2 more rotors. One this way, and one this way. And then... 1, 2... Yeah, there's a 2 wide. 3, 4. And then we can expand this. Oh, what's down there? I gotta go check that out. 2, 3, 4. Then solar panels. Because I actually should have enough solar cells and stuff like that because I've scrapped out some other things. 1. Flip this around. 2. I think I've got enough panels to make 8, or enough to make 8 panels. If not, we'll make some more. Well, this will be a good start. It's still good to at least plan out ahead what you're going to do, even if you don't actually have all the resources to do it. That way, at least you know roughly how much space you need. And the nice thing about these is these arms, I've built these arms wider than this, so there's plenty of space to actually build a build more on this. So we got a solar cell, and what we're going to need to do is I'm going to drop as much. Okay, I need steel plates, solar cells, things like that. The nice thing about these is we've gotten enough, definitely gotten enough, because I've broken down several programmable blocks and a timer, at least one timer block. So I know I've got everything I need to make a programmable block and a timer block. Okay. Says I need steel plate. Well, guess what? I got plenty of steel plate right here. I know I could go just get steel plate, but might as well start chopping this stuff up too. Especially because it's really doing me no good. So I'll just mow through this. I'm not going to use this building for anything. It's kind of just there as spare resources. Oh. Yeah, it turns out gravity is an important thing. Alright. Alright. Oh, well, there's an unknown signal over here. I'm going to go get that one because it is only... This may be one I... Nope. Alright. I remembered not to fly too fast and crash in. Alright. Does this have a button? Yes. Try your luck getting a new special item. I got wood boots. Okay. Well. Awesome. I got wood boots. I've got clogs. I actually found out I should, once I get back to a medical room or I get a medical room set up, I did find out I have some, like, what do you call it? Like, items that I got for being an early adopter on the game and also for having Medieval Engineers, which is one of their other games from the same company. So I can actually, I'll put on the Medieval Engineer suit and try that out, because I think it looks kind of cool. So let's get you weld up here. I wanted to get these solar panels online as soon as possible, just because then, like I said, when the sun comes up, at least I get a little bit of extra juice out of these. Right, keep welding. All right, got that. I don't know if I should have enough to finish all these blocks. Yeah, awesome. Now the other thing I'm gonna... Oh, right, another solar panel. What I'm gonna do is... yeah. I need to build a timer block and a programmable block and a LCD panel. I don't really need... The LCD panel is not as important, but it's helpful. So I need a timer... block, I need programmable, and I need LCD panel. Okay. That will go... Oh, I need interior plate. Okay. I'm probably going to need interior plate or construction components or steel plate to build all these things. So I will grab a couple construction components. I know I need some construction components for the... yeah. For these rotors too, so it's alright. LCD, I just want to plop these down right now. Let's see, number 5, that is a oh, here we go. Okay, that's a programmable block, and then we'll tuck the timer block over around behind here. Okay. Yeah, so the timer block will basically make the programmable block, we'll set the timer block to a second in between intervals, and then to rerun itself, and then that will do the timer block will then start the programmable block, and the programmable block, the programmable block will then turn the LCD, or not the LCD, it'll control the LCD panel and make it display what information about what kind of solar information or solar energy I'm getting, but it will control these rotors with the script that I've got off the workshop here. That is very, very helpful. So I need computers too. I need computers. I know I need motors, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab those because I need display, I'm sure. Oh, I don't have any more room. All right, well, let's go put up as much as we can and then move on to the next thing. I don't know why this needs motors and large steel tubes, but I guess maybe a fan? Who knows? I don't see where the large steel tubes go on the solar cells either, but, you know, we'll go with it. Let's see. Get in here. Construction components. I need construction components, large steel tubes, mostly. Okay. Get rid of all this stuff. Take these large steel tubes. And some construction components, as many as I can carry. So we'll build this guy. It's not too important to get that thing online yet, the actual script, because I just don't have this stuff built yet. So, also, I think if I remember right, the sun should come up right over there, so it's actually in reasonably good position to just go ahead and get sun when I start. All right, large steel tubes, and I don't think I have any more solar cells. I think there are some. Yeah, awesome. There's solar panels over here, which are going to be now go over here. And I could leave these. I'm more just doing it for my own entertainment, and I think it's a little bit more interesting. The actual, oh, I forgot to construction components and motors and steel plates. It is actually important in the game. They do account for the angle of incidence of the solar energy coming in, so it's important to have these as lined up as possible with the sun, and as basically have the panels perpendicular to the sun, or as perpendicular as you can be. Otherwise, they just don't work as well. They don't have this high of efficiency. All right, so that's up. That's up. That's good. All right. Yoink. All right, drop this stuff off. I'm gonna go get more of those solar cells and stuff off these panels, so I can finish building up the other panels. Oh yeah, there's plenty of solar panels over here. All right. So I should be able to have enough here now to expand this all the way to, a full six panels. Yeah, 1, 2. Well, no, 12 panels actually. That's what I mean. Yeah, so 6 on a side, 12 panels total. That's how math works, right, Jim? Yeah. Right, come on. Just give me your solar panels. All right. 1, 2. All right, I'm running low on hydrogen there. Refilled from the bottle. I don't have another bottle though, or it doesn't show the bottle. So that means I need to land and refill my hydrogen bottle before I do anything else. For the sake of survival. Throw this in here. Bottle is empty. There we go. Awesome. So I got 2 more over here, and then 2 more over here. Yeah. Oop. Oop. And it's decided not to wobble again. Sometimes it's one of those weird physics bugs in this game. Like, things on rotors are not particularly stable. Yeah, I did a little wobble there, too. They're not super stable, and they will go nuts when you are nearby them, which is fun. You can just, like, they'll be perfectly fine as long as the engineer is not... There's no engineer model within range, like within a few feet of the actual thing. But if they are within a few feet, they just go nuts, and I don't know why. You can't actually be affecting them. I don't know if there's something about the physics distance that causes issues, and not even just when placing blocks. Just you can like fly up to them and it'll start vibrating. All right. Well, so I got plenty of solar cells. I need more steel plate because I didn't actually get the steel plate out of the other amount of solar cells there. Awesome. Okay, I think this bad boy's got solar cells. Does this one have any solar cells? No, but it's got steel plate. I'm just chopping these all down now. And I think there's one on the side of that other building, too, that little outpost. Might have a solar cell on it. Or had a... Well, it probably had a solar cell on it. Until we shot it. Accidentally. On purpose? I don't know. Alright, I need more... grabbing steel plates where I can get them. Alright, that should be plenty. Actually, it's probably not plenty, but it'll be enough to finish welding this part. Probably the solar cell here. Yes. Okay. 29 to 64. 25 or 6 to 4. Alright, well, I'm a little short on solar panels, or solar cells, but I got 5 of them on this side, so that's a good start. I'll just weld this, whatever I can drop off here. So, I don't think there's any other places I can get... I don't think I can get any other solar cells nearby. But, I will make a note to pick some up if I find them. That is important. I don't think I have any in here. I don't. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to charge up my batteries, though. I'm going to fill up Jim's battery, too. Yeah, so this... We've got solar. We got power now, or we've got the solar cells in place. What we need to do now is upload the programming to the programmable block, and then set the timer to start running the block every second, and that should keep it constantly adjusting for the position of the sun. And it's really cool watching it do it. It's exactly what it should be, and it sounds like is. Let's see, edit, browse workshop. Let's see, LCD, ICE's solar alignment script. Okay. Configuration, essential, name a group, the name of the group with all the solar related rotors, start a string rotor group named solar rotors. Yeah, so, remember an exit. Okay, so we need to put all of these rotors... The only rotors I have right now are the rotors for... Oh, no. Right. They aren't. But the ones that are not access denied, because there's rotors on that damn... yeah, there's stuff over on the other side. There's rotors down below. But these should be the rotors for... because they're not the only ones that are not access denied. Solar rotors. Okay, then... Got the programmable block, the timer block. Where is it? We'll rename programmable block solar alignment computer. And then timer block solar alignment timer. Delay of 1, set up actions, and then we will... Where is it? Where's the damn programmable block? There it is. Nope. Don't want that. Change that to run. And then we also want to... solar alignment timer to start. So we want it to trigger now, and then every second it will re-trigger itself and also run the solar alignment, I hope. Warning, no LCD found, LCD solar alignment. No batteries found. So, I don't own any batteries. There's no batteries that I own, but there are batteries on this base, and you can still recharge unowned batteries. So, that will do for now. Yeah, let's see, there's... well, it says there's 4 batteries connected. Probably some of those are on that little... the little ship that's down below here, which is fine too, but it will charge once the sun comes up. It will start charging those batteries, even though they're not mine, because they're still connected to the power thing. So that's fine. It's not generating any power yet, but the script is running. LCD solar alignment is what I need to name this LCD. Yeah, there we go. So, this will display the statistics for the solar power that I'm gathering. So, that's all set up. That's ready to go. Once the sun comes up, that will do its thing. Now, I'm going to hop down here. And the first thing I'm going to do is build... first thing I'm going to do is cut this corner light out here. And I'm going to build an assembler, because I need an assembler to... do any of this stuff that I need to do. So assembler, because I'll be need to convert things to other things, and the assembler is the easiest way to do it. So that's a good position for it, right connected to my storage. And if I want to bring pipes in, I can do that and wire them up through the ceiling. So construction components, motors, displays. And computers. Need 80 computers. Okay, assembler's ready to go. The other thing I need the assembler for is so I can build a new gun. Because I don't think I have any weapons in here at all. I think I have ammo in the truck, but I don't have any guns. And that's a problem. That's a problem, because I want to go check out what's over that red light over there, and I don't trust, literally do not trust anything in this game. So, oh, that's the other small cargo container? What? Okay. That's weird. Well, let me pull it out. I don't have any ammo in there. So, what I need to do is produce... I'm just going to go with... I don't need an elite automatic. Precise automatic rifle would be good. So we need iron, nickel, and cobalt. So I've got plenty of iron, nickel, and cobalt. The easiest thing to do is actually, yeah, get rid of metal grids. So I'm going to disassemble, like, say, 50 metal grids, which I should have. Yeah, I have at least 50 metal grids. That'll give me the iron, nickel, and cobalt I need to build that gun. And while it's doing its thing, I'm going to go over here and see if I can find that ammo. If I did, in fact, leave ammo behind. I'm pretty sure I left it. Well, I thought I left ammo in here. Alright. Well, that's the other thing I need. So I need some ammunition for my gun. What I do have is ammo. Oh, you know what? There's ammo in these. I can definitely get ammo out of these. Weapons and tools. No, character tools. Get rid of this guy and put one of these in. Nope. These use rifle ammo. How many magazines did I get? 8 magazines. That's, yeah. That's good. But I'm going to get these other ones as well. I'm not going to take all of it with me. Because honestly, this close, if I need... whatever's down there, it's either going to, yeah, I'll either get it right away, or there's nothing to worry about, and I'll just keep going. So, and 8 magazines goes quite a ways. Come here. You do not fall through. Okay. So that should give me, that's 39, yeah, 39 magazines, that's plenty. Let's get down here. Recharge my power. And then I will refill my hydrogen tank. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to take the hydrogen tank along. I'm going to leave it here. And I'm also going to leave... I'm not going to leave the NATO rounds. I'm going to take the hydrogen back out. I'm going to leave it inside. I'm going to leave these... the ammo over here. And yeah, drop off, like... I'll take 9... Yeah, 9 magazines is plenty. And then the assembler is done disassembling. So now I can assemble myself a rifle. There we go. Awesome. No G. And then put the precision rifle down here. This is not as, it doesn't fire as fast as some of the other ones, but it is very precise, as the name would suggest. Okay. I think that's good. What I'm going to do is roll this guy over here and make sure he's ready to back me up if need be. Okay, well. Do I have interior plate on here? Because I want to turn those lights on as well. Give myself a little bit of... Yeah, I do. Okay. I want to get these lights working again, ready to go. Okay. It bothers me that one of those lights is turned sideways. But... okay, got that. Alright, this is a good time to save. because who knows what's going on down there. I'm not gonna like load a save to avoid a death from anything reasonable, but if the game glitches, well, I might, because the game is prone to glitching. So I'm not actually gonna take this down here because I don't think I'd ever get it back out again. I'm just gonna park it kind of, let's see, there's a nice, yeah, there's a little bit softer slope over here. I'm just gonna park it where my Gatling turret can shoot at something if it decides to give me trouble. Because I'm a little gun shy after that last... Oh, okay. Really? Okay, I guess I can't park it there. Because the physics, even though I've got the brakes locked and it is reasonably heavy, it just still wants to... Alright, parking brakes are on. Well, it still gives me a little defense if I need to fly back here. So, let's check out what this thing is. I don't want to... This is one of the other reasons I want a flyer, but we're going to see what's down here first. If it's just another drone, I'm not even going to bother. But I see lights. Yeah, it's another drone. Okay, well, it's good to know you're down. Well, screw it. Let's go down there and see what's up. At least get partway down the hole. It looks like it's skidded all the way down here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that drone looks like it's in bad shape, but that other one was in really bad shape too, and it flew and murdered me. So, I'm not taking any chances. This is when we build. This is when we need the flyer, just in case, and then I can have something with a nice little turret on the bottom of it that can keep me alive and shoot. Good stuff. All right, let's go back up here. I'm tired of walking. All right. Actually, we'll grind this door down and rebuild it because this is going to be my little safe spot. If anything attacks, if anything starts going crazy, this is not exactly a safe space, but it is a safer space. It does have a little bit of protection from the exterior. So, all right. First things first, let's start tearing this bad boy down. Yeah, there's the batteries. One of those other batteries that I couldn't account for that were on this grid. It's a nice looking ship, little ship, but it's going to be hard to fit. You know what I can do is really just strip everything but those batteries, and then I can use those batteries. Because the thing itself is, I don't know if it's safe to use or not, but the batteries I can use, at least. They're helpful, because I can't tear them down and get my stuff back, so... Like, yeah, and they're, well, they're not attached to that. Yeah, they are. Awesome. So they're attached to the, directly to the merge block, so... Oop, don't want to grind the batteries. I also want to be really careful to make sure I do not accidentally unleash the gyroscopes in this. That's another one of those little fun physics things in Space Engineers. There's the gyroscope. Gyroscopes can, if they get, like, detached from other stuff, for whatever reason, even if they're not active, they can do more damage than most of the weapons in the game, just tearing through their own ships. So, we're clearing out all the computer guts of this drone. And then get this out of here. Yeah, gyroscopes are super dangerous. And why, I don't know. But don't need that. Remote control. What this would be, actually, this would be a nice spot for a... This wouldn't... Let's see. This wouldn't be a bad spot for a cockpit. Not here. It would not... Just take this stuff out. The cockpits are 3 blocks wide. I can build a human-sized cockpit in here. I actually want to keep the camera, although I probably will have to just grind it. I'll have to grind it down so I can use it, but let's see if I can do this without destroying the camera. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and just get this off of here. That's the other thing. The nice thing about these light flyers and stuff like that is they don't need a lot of engines to fly. I don't need whatever that is. I mean, I know what it is, the spotlight, but it's not really doing anything important. Pop this off. I want to make this as light as possible, so I can get in and get out really fast, with as little struggle as possible. But let's see. Yeah. So let's lop this side off. I'm just going to cut off everything across the sides of these batteries. Because these don't actually, as cool as these wings look, they don't actually do anything because aerodynamics are not a thing. So there's no reason to worry about having wings. Better get this off here. For it falls. But yeah, I gotta clear off as much of this extra weight. Because that's these... It's really just cosmetic at this point. That was the word I was trying to look for earlier, too, is cosmetic. Game controls are freaking out a little bit. While they're doing that, actually, what I'm going to do is build a little platform here. Nothing fancy. That just fell down. That's fine. I didn't need that. Just a place for me to stand while I'm working. I think that's actually going to be really helpful. And you don't need to build every one because you won't fall through. Alright, so we'll go around this side and do the same thing. Build a little working platform. That way I'm not blowing through hydrogen at such an alarming rate like I was before. Probably not the smartest thing in the world to do. And then one of... I can't put that there. Go in here. I can just hop across. Awesome. Okay. And then one cross piece along here, just in case I need to go over this way. Okay, that's neat. Perfect. Yeah, so as I was saying, as cool as these are, they're essentially cosmetic, and they add a lot of weight, which, you know, the one thing it does model in this is Newtonian physics, so weight makes it you slow to accelerate, or mass makes you slower to accelerate, and slower to decelerate, which is equally important, I've found, you know, people put, when building one of these ships or anything in Space Engineers, people love to put just, you know, tons of thrusters on the back to make it go as fast as possible, and, you know, I'm going to paint this red so it goes fast, so we don't have to worry about that. And certainly I feel the need for speed as well, but people don't put enough reverse thrusters on these things sometimes. And since there is no aerodynamics, braking can be a problem sometimes, especially if you don't have enough thrusters. The other thing you can do is tilt. If you have the right layout of thrusters going down, you can tilt the nose of the craft up and use your lift thrusters to slow down as well, which is also very helpful. And sometimes it's really the only way to do it, because otherwise you're just going to keep flying, you know, right into a mountain or something like that. I don't know. That's one of the other ways that I've really messed up, was just flown into things, either again with my jetpack or with, you know, just a ship. So let's see. Need another spotlight here, just to match this other one, because the lack of symmetry will bother me. And then build a cockpit, a fighter cockpit in this case. Cock. All right. There we go. Fighter cockpit. You know what? I want to set that. Ooh, my power level's getting low. The only place I can really recharge it is over here. So I will go. This is also the only place I can really recharge my. I feel like I probably should have this closer to my base. More for its safety than anything else. In case something goofy happens, I don't want this thing left alone. I want to be able to hop into it and get in that turret. Because this is the best defense defended It's the best defended thing I've got right now. Which is not great, but it's better than nothing. So let's drop that here. It also is the source of all my hydrogen and power. So hydrogen, oxygen, and power. So that's probably important. I don't want to lose it. All right. Ooh, I'm running low on ice. 461 kilograms of ice. Did I leave ice behind? Is that what? Yes, I did at that medical center. That's what I did. Okay. I was trying to remember what happened to all that ice. Okay, well that may be something I need to go... It's definitely something I need to go deal with. I know I'm actually using the lower tier welder here, but I feel like this is actually good when I'm disassembling, so I don't accidentally over-disassemble and break down things that I don't want to, like those batteries, which are really important, and I can't rebuild without expending a lot of resources. So, there we go. I can use the good welder, though. There's no fear about the welder causing issues. Alright, so G, and then the good welder. Okay. Interior plates, displays, computers, bulletproof glass. Got bulletproof glass. I also got blast, or excuse me, glass from over yonder. There's plenty of glass over at the. I don't know why I'm gesturing with my head. There's plenty of glasses over there. There's still some windows in that. So, all right, computers and more bulletproof glass. Oop. I accidentally put things I didn't want to put over there. Computers, bulletproof glass. There we go. What's that? Oh, you know what I don't need is that. A little box. A little panel. Okay, so I've got a nice little core here now that's got, you know... this is, you know, structural armor, not just... I feel like this is structural armor, so it's not just the basic... or not the, you know, the waste of space that I was talking about with some of the other stuff. I think it's actually going to give me a little protection, especially from underneath. The other thing, though, is what I don't have any ability to do, and that's... Oh, I need steel plate. I am going to take some of this off, though, I think, because I want to build that turret down underneath here, and I'm not going to be able to do that with... yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that with that stuff in the way. Now that I look at it. I want the turret... I basically want a chin turret on this thing. The other thing I noticed is most of these... if the other drones are any indication, most of them don't seem to have, like, weapons underneath. So... Oh, that light came on. I really don't need that. But they don't have weapons... Or they don't have weapons on top. They only have weapons underneath. I don't know. The ground ones probably... The ground stuff probably does. But any of the ones that have thrusters on them seem to... only have turrets on the bottom, so if you can get altitude on them, you can shoot them without them shooting back. At least that's the idea. I don't know if that actually is going to work or not, but we'll give it a shot here. Let's see, turret number 8. The only thing is I'm going to have to... I think I set that one too far forward. The only downside is I can't make the turret automated because I'm pretty sure it will attack its own batteries. because they're technically enemy. They're technically enemy property, even though they're on the same ship. Yeah, but that's okay. Honestly, I'll probably be in control of it most of the time. And then as soon as I get some more resources, well, how much? Let's see. How much does it actually take to build batteries? This may be a fool's errand anyway. Let's see. It needs 20 power cells, so I need 40 power cells to redo those batteries. What do I actually need to build 40 power cells? I need nickel and silicon. Okay. Well, I got plenty of silicon. I can break down. Oh, and the power and the light's coming on. No, that's the light from there. The sun has not come out, or the sun is starting to come out, and I think it's coming up over there. But if you see, the panels have moved. They are now facing towards where the sun is coming up, and I think it must be over there because it's certainly not there. So I was a little wrong, but that's all right. I had plenty of time over the night to get these things going. So now we've got nicely aligned solar panels, and they will track the sun, and I'll kind of show those off or show you those again when the time comes. So first thing to do is, well, you know what? First thing to do is drop off all this crap that I'm carrying that I don't need. Then the next thing to do is go over and start getting bulletproof glass from these windows, because then I can use that to, there's plenty of glass in here, I can use that to well, build another cockpit if I need to, but also break the bulletproof glass down to silicon, because I don't think I have any silicon by itself. And there's actually quite a bit of silicon in this, and that will let me build. I can also use it for computers, but I feel like I'll use more computers than I will the bulletproof glass. So it's probably a little bit better to do that. So let's see, production, disassembly. We'll disassemble 100 bulletproof glass, and yeah, that they use a lot of these use a lot of silicon. So let's see, I need to build 40 power cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using control click to make stacks of 10 of whatever. And then, let's see, silicon, yeah, I think we're good. It needs less than I have, so that's awesome. Alright. So, wait. Wait, are these mine now? Can I actually control that battery? Oh, hey! That's new. I've always ended up damaging the damn power cells every time I wanted to grind these things down. Well, that makes my life a lot easier. If I have these 2 batteries and I can actually use them. Hey, awesome. Perfect. So, I do need to grind this down, because this is also computer controlled. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's computer controlled, so it will also have issues. So let's see, construction components and metal grids. Metal grids. Construction components. My little platform is doing a jiggle. Okay. What I think I should do is get this out of here, get the camera out of here, get this other spotlight out of here, pop another couple armor blocks in there, and then actually 2 more armor blocks, or another layer of armor blocks. Steel plate. Alright, I need steel plate. And then I'm going to redo the camera and because I actually think it's a good layout. We've got a couple of spotlights and a camera. So let's see, spotlight number 5, or number 1 of 2. There's the camera underneath on the turret technically too, but I don't know that that's necessarily the only way I want to be able to look forward. Being able to see forward in one of these things, especially the cameras are really nice because they can zoom in And sometimes it's really hard to see, and you can at least give some idea what you're looking at before you get right up on top of something. So more armor. Armor slopes. Oop. This is going to be ugly, probably. It's not going to be nearly as fancy looking as the other ones, but we're not going for pretty, we're going for simple. Although I think we can pretty it up a little bit, I guess. Let's see. Need a corner. And a corner. And then a slope. And then slopes this way. Alright. Armor slope this way. And then a, oh, you know what? I gotta fill that up. Weld that armor first, otherwise I'll never be able to get to it. It's still gonna be ugly, but, you know, at least it'd be slightly less ugly, I guess. I don't know. Put another thing of armor in here. And light armor, to be honest with you, is not gonna give you a whole lot of protection. But it's better than nothing. I certainly don't want to have no armor on the front. That sounds like a double negative, but I should say I don't want zero armor on the front, because that's a recipe for disaster. I made that mistake before, where even if it seems like, you probably don't need that much, you need something. Just because stray bullets, you know, anything with the larger bullets, they're going to hit that armor first, give you a little bit of extra buffer. It'll tear through this armor without without much preamble, but it'll at least give you some seconds to respond, as opposed to just, you know, going right into your cockpit, and that's really all you want there. So let's see, number 4, and then the sloped block this way. Oh yeah, that's a sexy beast right there. Look at that thing. Smooth lines. Smooth. I'm gonna put some thrusters on there though. That will actually break up those lines a little bit. But yeah, again, I am capable of building slightly more attractive things, but I'm kind of bashing together what I can find out here in the survival mode thing, and I think that's important to keep in mind. Also, it's just important to, like, I'm in a hurry, you know, trying to get this done on a ticking clock, because I do have to get resources. Okay, I'm still good on hydrogen. Good. One of these in here. That's a little prettier. That's an ugly color, but we're gonna repaint this once it's done. It's gonna be red for both visibility and speed. I'm not sure that's a good idea to make myself extra visible, but I think I'm fighting drones, so it's not going to matter. I have heard, though, however, it's not good to have a red car if you're going to speed, because the police do notice that quite well. So, all right, that's good. It's ready to go. My ugly little camel of a vehicle. All right, but now I can actually build some thrusters. What I really want is atmospheric thrusters, because then I can switch between the large and small thrusters. Alright, so at least 2 forward thruster, or yeah, well, they're not forward thrusters, they're reverse thrusters technically. But let's see. You know what this thing needs is some storage, which I can actually just tuck in here. I can put a couple of small cargo containers in here, just so I can stow stuff, little bits of stuff. They're not, this isn't going to be my transport, so it doesn't need an interior plate, of course. It doesn't need a lot of stuff stored, but I might want to throw weapons or a hydrogen bottle or something like that in here for storage when I'm off doing something else. So, alright. More just wanted to put those in as placeholders, but I guess I'll finish them off as well. Computers, I think I need a motor too. I'm definitely going to need motors for this other stuff, so I might as well get them over here. There we go. Displays. Well, it wants displays, but you can use them without displays. I don't know why it needs displays for these, because there's nothing, you can't actually see anything. One more, let's see, one more forward atmospheric thruster. I actually, both in terms of efficiency and actually redundancy, the small thrusters are probably a better bet for us, for the lift thrusters especially, because we don't want to take the chance that they're going to get all blown up at once. That would be really bad. So we need some sideways thrusting power here. This is probably a little low, to be honest with you, as far as the number of thrusters I'm putting on here, but it's also very light. If we expand this thing and make it any bigger, I'll definitely have to add more thrusters. But I think this is enough to actually do the job now. Oh, the other thing is I need some, not rotors. I need at least one gyroscope. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I'm hitting the wrong thing. I'm literally hitting everything but the thing I want. Alright. Gyro. Am I doing a hydrogen? Alright, I'm good. I don't need a lot of gyroscopes either. Again, this is an extra light ship, so it shouldn't really need a lot of gyroscopes either. This is more just to fly around and see what's going on. But what it does need is guns. So I've got one there, but I need... If I'm going to build a fighter, I also want to be able to shoot forward. So, take some of this armor back out. This will be a good place to put some Gatlings. I could probably eventually pipe them up, but right now I'll just hand load them, because why not? It really does not make life much easier to have them auto-loading, because odds are I'll get shot down before I run out of ammo. If I'm being perfectly honest. So let's see. Gatling gun. Give this little puppy some teeth, because this is gonna be like, I call it a fighter, but it's not even. I'm not gonna use it to engage in combat unless I absolutely have to. This is more just a scout. This is the flying equivalent of, well, this actually I armored up a little bit better, but this is gonna be, you know, just a little flying scout that goes hopefully fairly fast and can kind of scoot around and see what's up out here. So I need lots of motors. I know that. So I might as well just grab that. Oh, I also refill my hydrogen. I need that. And then the other thing, the first thing I would do, I can't carry much ice, but I can carry enough ice in this thing. I'm going to fly this thing over back to the ice mine myself some more ice, and then fly back. I can't carry as much as, you know, my cart, but it's also way faster, and that's really all I need. I don't need a ton. And I do, if I recall, I did set up a oxygen generator down there so I can refill my tanks. Did I not get enough motors? Oh no, I wouldn't refill my oxygen instead. Or hydrogen, which was smart, but didn't give me what I needed. I'm also running low on oxygen, but I'm not that low. So I'll just have to hop in. I don't have any more oxygen tanks. That noise is annoying, I realize. But I'm just dropping all the motors off. Need large steel tubes and construction components. And probably metal grids. Yeah. Okay. Large steel tubes, construction components, and metal grids. I got grids down here. Oh, that's another thing. Large steel tubes. There we go. As many of those as I can grab. I built this damn ramp, and I should be using it. I get lazy. And then okay. So those are going. Construction components. Need more construction components and steel plates. Construction components, steel plates, motors. Alright. Oh, well, I did there. Okay. Construction components and steel plates. Oh, okay. Oh, really? I need more. Large steel tubes and small steel tubes as well. I thought I dropped off all that stuff, but apparently I didn't. Okay.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery X5398.
Large steel tubes, small steel tubes. Oh, I gotta come up with a name for this thing. Scout's probably a little too on the nose. Oh, crap. Oh. Dr. Novikov is on a hacking computer that allows placing a hacking computer that will hack enemy blocks on your vehicle. Oh, let's see, Dr. Novikov. Thank you. No, I didn't know about the hacking computer thing. That's kind of cool.
Computed the location of the nearest geosynchronous communications
Okay.
satellite. If you manage to leave the planet, you should direct your ship there so I can transmit the evidence we gathered on the corporation to all public channels.
Good to know. Yeah, no, when will explosions happen? That's a good question. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fly this thing around and see what I can find. The explosions in this, they tend to happen on their own, though. Honestly, without much, you know, like, when did that come in? 9:31. It's been about 15. I'm sorry, I'm not watching chat. I didn't realize anybody had chatted back to me. If you're still watching, great. Yeah, the explosions happen on their own. I don't actually have to do anything to make them happen. Let's see. Metal grid. Sorry, I'm not used to actually, I'm talking out loud, just, you know, getting used to talking out loud. I'm not used to actually having people talk back, though. I do talk to myself sometimes when I'm playing games, but it's usually just screaming obscenities to myself, both for my failures and also at the when the game fails me. So let's go recharge our oxygen and power, and then I'm going to fly this bad boy over to the ice mine and get some ice, because I'm almost out of oxygen, and that's going to be a real problem. Way more of a problem than anything else I got going on right now. I really want to go to that weapons, that secret weapons lab, but I'm afraid of what, what's going to happen. So let's see. Control panel. Toggle block off. Do not want that thing shooting at random stuff. I'm also going to say, control panel. It does not need to target neutrals off. Okay. Load up on ammo. I'm only going to take 20 ammo. I'm going to put 10 in here and then 5 in the Gatling guns. Each. 5 each in the Gatling guns. 5. And 5. I wonder if this thing can make a noise if I... Yeah, doesn't do it. Alright. No, I'd love if the chat made a little noise when I got an incoming chat. That would be nice, so I could hear it. But I guess then you'd hear it too, and that'd be annoying. So, I don't know a good way to deal with that. Other than me paying more attention or maybe moving the chat window where I can see it easier. So, the other thing... So, technically I could use landing gear on this thing, but I think I'm going to skip those because I'm actually in need of getting the heck out of here. So, let's see. Number 1, weapons and tools. No, character... All blocks. Okay. Oh, alright. Well, there's more... I think this is the merge block that's on my... Nope, it's not. I think merge block 2 must be the one that's on my... Actually, on my ship. Then... Well, you know, I think the easiest thing to do right now is to make sure that damper's on, which they are, and I will just grind this one down. Nope, this thing doesn't fall on me. It did not. What's going on here? What the hell? I did not finish the gyroscope. Let's see, motors, construction components. Motors, construction components, something else. I'm glad this thing actually stayed up. Motors, large steel tubes, and construction components. Dumb, Jim. Dumb. You really lucked out. Okay, let's get this guy out of here. Alright. 44 minutes, 17 minutes. Well. Yeah. Okay, I think I got enough here. Yeah, I can fly the ice mine and back, I'm sure. 17 minutes. If you know, the ice mine is full of, where's the ice mine? Is full of little reactors. So that's the other thing I'm gonna do is get some reactors out of the ice mine. It's good. Talk through the pain. Yeah, you're right. I made you know, it could have gone a lot worse. That actually was worked out really well. Oh, this is I noticed this. I had this bug happen before, where the turbines from the jet engines are actually behind the ship. That means the game is probably going to crash at some point here in the near future. But for the most part, you know what? I don't even need to go to the ice mine. I can go right over here to the emergency medical station because I got a ton of... I think I got a ton of ice here. So, and I just need some ice. And then I'll actually, once I've secured my, you know, see the compressor motors, the compressor fans are coming out of the atmospheric thrusters. So that's cool. They do kind of catch up, but they take a second to catch up. So let's get this thing on the ground as safe as I can, or as close to the ground as I can. Turn dampers off. Awesome. That's all I needed to do. While I'm here, refill my hydrogen and oxygen. Take like half this ice. And take it back over to my base. That should be plenty. The other thing is I'm going to do while I'm here is I got to paint this bad boy. I need something to name this. What is this? I like Shrike is a great name for a fighter, but this isn't really a... I don't feel like this is a Shrike. This one's a Shrug. I'm gonna call this the Shrug. That's a... Yeah. Because honestly, like, if you see this, you're like, hey, what do you think about that? That's the right response, but we got to make sure we at least... It's got to look cool, at least. It's got to look good. So we got to get a white racing stripe on here so we know it's fast. There we go. Red with a white racing stripe. Turn the dampers back on. I've got plenty of ice now. So we'll go back to the flight research station. Yeah. This little guy is nice and quick. Exactly what I wanted. Just kind of zips around. Let's see, weapons and tools. Gatling guns on number 1. And then Gatling turret. Toggle block on and off. Gatling turret. Control. Number 4, control. It's upside down, which is fun, but that's okay. Most of the time, it's not going to be hard to translate, but occasionally, I've done this before where I've had to fly upside. I don't know if there's a way to. I wonder if there's a way to invert the camera on that, because it is a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. But oh, that's why I got to toggle that on and off, because it's shooting at something, and probably not something that I necessarily need to have shot. Oh, let's get down here. Careful, careful. Take it easy. And crash. Oh, it sort of crashed. Alright, dampers off. I know that this is actually not... I want to land it in here, but I'm going to re-weld everything, because I gotta re-weld this so I can connect to it. But the other thing, more importantly, is I need to put ice into my... Not ice maker, my air maker. There we go. It's moving again? Wow. Okay, I got hydrogen refilled. Jump in here. Get everything filled back up. Oxygen and power. Alright, we are good. Now. Can I tilt? I wonder if this thing will tip back. If I can. Will this thing stay up on its side like that? Oh, well, perfect. That's one of the benefits of it being so light. Okay. So that merge block, it says it belongs to me. I hope that's true. Let's see, merge block. Yeah, merge block access denied. You are a liar. You're a liar. This is a good... I don't recommend this if you're actually like working on a vehicle normally, being directly under it, just relying on the motors to keep it from crushing you. That's probably not good aircraft maintenance or car maintenance, really. I guess you're not relying on the car's motor not to. But yeah, just don't trust it. But you know, I'm a brave space engineer, so we're gonna do that. It's fun watching those little little compressor fans, the turbines come out. So this is going to be a real pain in the ass to dock, but we can do it. I think we got it in us. I just want to make sure I can do this and power. Oh, good. Hey, there we go. All right, it docked. I don't know if the batteries are recharging or not. I hope they are. They should be, because it says they're on the same grid. Battery 1. Yes, fully recharged in 1 hour. We're not going to wait an hour. But the battery's recharging. Let's see. So I'm going to go to that secret weapons base, because I want secret weapons. Let's see. One of the... where's the grinder? Where's the basic... Oh, no, I don't need I need a basic welder. I don't want to take anything too good with me, because I don't want to have to try and retrieve it if it causes a problem. And I'm just going to do a little quick scouting of it, and that's probably going to be it for the... Yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. I'm looking at what time it is now. I should be able to fly over there pretty quick, though, and at least get a good gander at it and see what's up. So character tools, that. Make sure I got the welder on there. Okay, so I am actually using like a good gun, but I'm going someplace where I'm afraid I might go into a fight, so I'm not going to muck with that. Dampers on. All right, number 5. It didn't do too much. It didn't do too much damage to me. No, all right. So the merge block is off. Turn the merge block back on because I don't want to forget about it. Let's see, secret weapon research facility. All right, we're gonna go over there and see what we see. Studiously skirting this airbase. I see you. I don't know what the range that you're going to attack me at, but I feel. Let's see what's on that. Number 2 is my camera. Oop. I keep screwing this up. All right, view. Number 2. Yeah, let's see. There's at least 2. There's 2 rocket turrets or 2 missile turrets, and Gatling turrets. At least 2 of each. So I don't want to mess with that right now, especially in this little guy. It's not armored enough to handle anything like that, and I'm not drunk enough to make the attempt. That's what I should do. Is I just get like whiskey drunk, and then play this game, and I'll be a lot less cautious. And Dr. Novikov will have the explosions that he wants probably. I get a lot more reckless. It's not even the skills of my flying skills. I'm still quite good at flying, even when I've been drinking. Because I played this game before drunk, but I get a lot more reckless, and I stop worrying so much. So let's see, we're 10 point. Yeah, we got 13 minutes of flying time. We're 10.9 kilometers out, or no, 9 kilometers out. 9.5, and I see another ground base. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, I'm not near that air base anymore, so I can skirt this way. I just want to make sure that ground base is never more than... I'm never that close to the ground base, because I just don't want to... I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to interact with those at some point, but now's not the time. Discretion is the better part of valor in this case, I think. It does look really cool. The atmospheric stuff and some of the other things they've done to improve planets looks nice. It's not the best graphics, but you know, it looks nice. Especially compared to where this game started, which was everything was very simple blocks. There's a lot of placeholder stuff when I first started playing this game in like the alpha. Which, there were still, you would see the potential, but they've really improved a lot of stuff. I don't have this normally happen with these rotors or these turbines going on, so I have a feeling that may be something to do with this mod, one of these mods bugging out or something like that. It doesn't normally happen when I'm using this in an atmosphere, so I really think that's part of this scenario, or not an intentional part, but it's something to do with this scenario. So that's fun though. Oh, I should be paying way more attention. Crap. Is there anything? Okay. That secret research facility has very little in the way of armaments on it. Can't quite read what it says. Storage facility. All right. Well, I have a feeling this is probably a disguised facility, since it is a secret weapon research facility, and so far Mabel hasn't led me astray. I'm guessing she knows something that I don't. I'm guessing she knows a lot of things that I don't, to be perfectly honest with you. Alright, let's see. Let's get down here. And touchdown, dampers off. Turn the power off, so that won't use anything. Yeah, I see a camera. I don't see anything else. What I'm concerned about is turrets. Either the special turrets that are built into the game, or that are made part of the game, or the regular turrets. I don't see. No, that was an unknown signal. Okay, I don't see anything. Just see storage, but I've learned not to take that for granted. So let's hack our way through one of these walls. Cargo containers. Ammo. Alright, that's useful. More ammo. Well, that's cool. I mean, I can certainly top up the ammo. There's an elite weld and construction components. Okay, well, that's useful. Explosives. Probably want those. Some more rifles and ammo. I'll take some of that ammo. Take all that ammo. Okay. More tools. Medical components. Well, those will be helpful. Actually, I need those. Displays. Well, that's kind of. Wait a minute. That floor is not. Haha! Yeah, there's a door down there. Alright. Get these medical components out of here. Alright, let's see what's on the other side of this door. A ladder. Alright, let's see what's down here. That was probably dumb. I should have been way more careful. Level 8 clearance only. A battery. You know what? This seems like a good place to stop. Because this is going to be a whole other thing. This is definitely got to be the secret weapons research facility. So let's go back out here. And what I think I'm going to do is take as much stuff as I can carry with me. Especially those medical components and ammo. Anything that's not easy to make myself with steel. Displays. Is that all I can carry? Leave those behind. Alright, I'm going to take everything out of here. Oop, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to take stuff, not leave it behind. Alright, well, I'm not concerned about this, what's on the other side of this door now, so I can grind through that, I guess. Or I throw this stuff in my cargo containers that I built on here. Those containers don't carry much, do they? These damn those medical components are big. But I can at least carry... I don't necessarily need the guns. What's in here? Grinders. Of those. I might as well take the gun, because who knows. Explosives. A welder. More ammo. Yeah. Alright, these are the least important things. I've got the most important things out of here. And I'm going to take these back to my little base. Dampers on, power on. Y on. Alright, there we go. I'm going to take these back to my little base. I'm going to recharge this guy, or set it down for recharge, and then I am going to call it a night, because I have a feeling that there's going to be more down there than I really want to get into right now. So, let's do a little tight turn here. And then we're going to fly back to our base. Ooh, is there uranium? You know what? I don't need that much uranium. But I think since I know where, it might be a good idea to go pick up a couple reactors from that ice mine, since I know there's reactors over there, and then pop them on this thing just in case, and then use it for fighting. Yeah, that might be a good idea. But also, I'm going to build a transport, because once I've cleared the area, whatever's in that base, there's stuff in there that's worth taking with me. So having a transport of any kind will be helpful. Oh, we got this air base. I'm not going too close to the ground base. Just kind of wiggle or do a little S curve through here. having a way to transport that stuff out of there, if there's anything good down there, will be important too. Although I'll probably just go check it out first. But I definitely want to have this thing that I'm flying right now as backup in case I get attacked by any drones or something like that. I don't know what actually is going to show up over there. So that's going to be important first, and I want to have it fully charged. So, and it's sunny now. I don't think it's going to make a difference whether it's sunny or not when I go up there into the underground base. So I'm going to use, while I have the time, I'm going to use the sun to, to recharge my ship, and then I will also build a medical center over here so that I can respawn at my base. I think that's going to be really helpful. I should have enough medical things. I think you need 15 to make a medical room, and I've got at least 20. So we should be able to build a medical center here, a medical room in my base, in case I screw up and die. And also an oxygen generator. That would be really good. So I can refill my oxygen, and also I'll probably want to build at least a couple oxygen tanks and hydrogen tanks as well. Not tanks, bottles that I can carry with me. Because I don't want to be having to come out of whatever that base is without stuff. So swinging around over here and keeping out of here. The other thing I'm going to do is figure out what's going on with that, that's like actually I could do tonight. What time is it? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to see what's going on with that. I'm going to drop off my stuff. So here I am tilting up a little bit to slow down. As I said before, I'm going to drop off the medical components and all the other valuable stuff, and then I'm going to see what this drone is down here in the hole. Because in case it goes nuts like the other one, now I'm going to have guns, lots of guns, and hopefully shoot it out of the sky if it causes me trouble. Oop! Don't run into anything. So I'm not going to bother docking it because I'm going to take this thing right back off again, and whatever power I would get from it is not really worth the effort. Also refill my oxygen, because I'm running low again. Get rid of that. I guess I didn't need... No, whatever. Refill my oxygen while I'm here. And hydrogen, I guess. Yeah, batteries are getting low on this thing, but there should be enough. Should be enough to get like off the ground and fly over there and just do a quick check. We'll have to see what it says, because these do actually run for a while past when they have the no bars of power. 16 minutes, 5 minutes going up, but that's still plenty. Okay. You know what I am going to do? Oop. Alright, so I took my helmet off. That would have been I took a little health damage. No big deal. Gatling turret. I'm not going to let it target ships or stations either. I'm going to turn it on. There. Alright. Well, it's one little shoot. Shooty shoot. Oh. Yeah. Alright. This thing has enough lift on the forward thrusters to keep it going. Yeah. Is that thing flying? No, it's got sensors on it. I bet those sensors are used to turn off one Gatling gun. Alright, so the left Gatling gun is still online. It's in really good shape. Kind of concerned, actually. If I knock out the batteries, then I can't actually do anything. Oh! Well, that's not what I wanted at all. But I think that was active.
Delivery 223.
So that's probably good. I guess blow up is better than blow me up. So let's see what I can get out of it. Ooh, shit! I landed. Landed that too hard. It's all right. Everything's
I'm
fine.
detecting a faint power signature.
Oh well, yeah. Thank you. That. Oh crap! I saw ammo fall, but I think it. No, there it is. That's really all right. Well, it would have been nice to be able to get those motors and stuff out there, but I think we're better off not dead. There's a beacon. Is this Mickey scrap? Yep. Oh hey. Look, it's a little reactor. Just for us. That was where that light was coming from. Uranium. Don't need the scrap. I saw something. Yeah, oh, here we go. What does this say? Bruce, stop trying to make the bloody old drones work and fix that third hangar instead. They ain't gonna work again, ever. I think that one did work, actually, but... So let's get the junk out of here. Oh, thank you, Todd. Alright. Grind that shit down. Grind this nonsense down. I don't think there's anything else worth scrapping out of here. Okay. But this is worth something. Just the stuff out of it. Alright, now I'm going to fly this guy back. I don't do any damage. Look at that. Alright, everything's fine. See? Everything's fine, guys. I'm flying cockeyed. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Everything's fine. Let's get around. Which hangar is ours? Yeah, this is starting to get real laggy too. So I think it's good I'm quitting because the thing is going to be a problem. So I'm going to dock this, and then I'm going to call it a night. Let's get this in here. Oh, this would be a good time to really screw up. Just to completely fail, but I think I can do it this time. Land you right here. Come on, get on the pad. Dock, damn it. If this is going to be the thing that really slows me down. Or did it make it? Did it get it? Oh, it docked. That's why. Okay, that's why the camera changed. Okay, awesome. We're landed. I can turn these thrusters off. Alright, thrusters. Scout thrusters. It's important to actually name these groups something unique. Otherwise, if you just name them thrusters and you have two things docked, both of the name thrusters, that could cause a problem. So, close this up. Make sure that back door is closed. All right, we're safe for the day, not the night. We're safe for the day. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back again. I'll probably just do this on Thursday, the same one. I want to do workshop content on Mondays, but I didn't have time to find any for this week. I found a few, but that I think look good, but I haven't had a chance to actually look at them yet in depth. And I want to make sure they're like at least worth looking at instead of wasting time doing stuff that stinks. So, but a couple cool looking things. There's a ton of stuff on the workshop for this game, and there's so much creativity involved with this game. It's really cool. This is an example of it, and I guess I'm showcasing a lot of creativity right now just with the example of this particular scenario that the guy came up with. But we'll see what else is stuff. There's like some ships and things like that. Really cool. I found a main battle tank that looked really neat, and I think that would be fun. I may drop it into this on like a side like a second save or something like that. I'll just create a new save and I'll drop it in there and see how it does against some of these drones. I don't know. Well, it's worth a shot. So we'll check that out. I'll see you on Thursday, and everyone have a great week. Thanks.